TFL EV is brought to you by Flow Charger, maker of reliable, high-quality charging stations for your electric vehicle.
On this episode of TFL EV, I'm going to show you how to charge a brand new GMC Hummer EV truck. And to do this, I'm here at an Electrify America station just north of Phoenix. So first, I need to find a station that's capable of 350 kilowatts. Right here, this one says it is capable, and that is the maximum charge rate of the Hummer EV truck. I'll explain that in a second. And now the reason why I backed in here is because the port on the truck is right here in the back. And unfortunately there are no pull-through places, at least not here. So I can kind of pull up and pull through and get charging quickly. But let me get my app out, make the connection, and show you exactly what charging speeds the new Hummer is capable of. And before I do that, let me show you how I got here and using the navigation system. So check it out. I want to show you a charging session with the new Hummer, and I selected Electrify America in the navigation system, and it said starting to precondition the batteries for DC fast charging, which is exactly what I want, and it's doing it automatically, and it's also letting me know it's doing it. So far so good. Alright, so I have my Electrify America app powered up. It's now communicating with the station. It says, please plug in. So I'm gonna use this big cable. Release this port, CCS, and plug in. And since it said the batteries were being preconditioned, I'm hoping everything will be smooth and also fast. Okay, it accepted it. Ooh, good sound. It says initiating charging. I could hear almost electrons are being prepared. All right, let's check out the screen in the middle and look at the state of charge. The charge just recently started. It's saying 316 miles per hour. It was at 53%, now it's at 55%. So far it's screaming up there. And here's how the battery system works in the new Ultium chassis that underpins the new GMC Hummer truck. It's being driven in 400 volts. So it does have 3 electric motors, 1 in the front, 2 in the rear for this Edition 1 model. And technically when it's driving, it's in 400 volt system. But because the chassis has a sandwich of 2 banks of batteries, so there's batteries on the packs on the bottom, and then there's another layer of it. There's a switch that they installed that allows the system to switch into 800 volt system for fast charging. And they say 100 miles of range is possible in about 12 minutes, or just under 12 minutes. So right now, I hope it's doing that. I hope it's getting the maximum juice, and I'll let you know exactly what's going on in a second. And it's working an 800 volt system because instead of being in parallel, the 2 layers of battery can be connected in serial mode or parallel mode. So, and that's what enables faster charging, which I appreciate quite a bit. If you noticed, I'm using Tommy's account. Haha, yes. And because Tommy has a monthly subscription to Electrify America, the current cost of energy is 31 cents per kilowatt hour, which is not terribly good, but also not awful. The system is saying it's still running at about 282 miles added per hour, and the total range of this truck is about 329 miles. So in theory, yeah, I mean, within an hour and a half, you could go from 0 to 100. Of course, the charging curve can vary, which is why I'm doing this video. It looks like here, it's telling me the charge speed is at about 179 kilowatts, 178 kilowatt. So it's not near 350. So I think it's kind of maybe started, it spiked a little bit and kind of settled at this rate. But here's another thing I was talking to the GMC Hummer EV engineers about. Sometimes you don't know what the culprit is if you're not getting the maximum charge speed. Is it your vehicle? Is it the grid? Are you being throttled down by something? Is there additional demand? Well, on this station, there is nobody else here next to me charging. So I know at least at this charger, there's not an additional demand. But there could be other factors. And they're saying over-the-air updates will include soon a piece of information that will tell you how much energy the Hummer is asking for, and then also how much it's receiving. Right now, I know how much I'm receiving, which is about 177 kilowatts. Here is a report, status report, 8 minutes of charging. I picked up about 25 kilowatt hours, and the charging rate is about 171 kilowatts. So this information kind of matches what I'm seeing inside the truck. And as I showed you, this station should be capable of 350. And I'm right now just happen to be at 65%. I was at about 53%, as I showed you before. So actually it's going relatively quickly. Let's see, I want to give it at least 12 minutes and see exactly how much range I can gain. I've been here for about 12 minutes. Let me see how many miles did I gain in that time. So right now it says current range 245. So let's see, 245 minus 167. I gained about 78 miles in about 12 to 13 minutes. So it's close to what GMC is actually saying. They're saying I can gain about 100 miles in that time. So this is real world. And the rate, look at this. It's coming down. It's at 99 kilowatts now. It was closer to 180, 170. Now it's 100. Alrighty, I'm ready to stop my charging session. We'll stop your current charge. Yes. There it is. I heard the little pop. Yes, I did override it. So let's go check, unplug, and then I can get on my way. So here's the report that Electrify America station is finally giving me. That was about 18 minutes of charging overall that I was here, between 53% to 75% in about 18 minutes. That's just enough to do a tiny quick shopping, maybe get some drinks and some snacks, and picked up a considerable amount of range. I mean, not the same as filling up with diesel or gasoline, but still, for an electric truck, this is quite impressive. And you might be wondering, how much did I pay? Okay, so let's calculate that. 45.959 kilowatt hours times 0.31 cents equals $14.24-ish. That's how much it costs to gain the mileage you just saw. This has been a very quick impromptu charging test on a brand new GMC Hummer EV. As soon as I can get it to our home turf in Colorado, not here in Arizona at this first drive event, we'll be able to provide all of the data and maybe even do like a 10% to 80% state of charge, complete charging session for you. Not this 53% to close to 80%. So thank you for joining me. Once again, stay tuned to TFLtruck.com, TFLoffroad.com, and of course TFL-studios.com for everything Hummer EV truck and also everything automotive.